Hello and welcome to English Explorer. Today, we're talking about a big decision for many students studying abroad. Have you ever wondered what it's like to leave your home country to study somewhere new? Stay tuned after our story. We'll discuss vocabulary, share insights, and ask for your opinion.
Thanks for having me. Studying abroad is a popular topic, and so many people think it's the key to a happy and successful life. I'm excited to talk about all the sides of this adventure, from the challenges to the rewards.
Let's start with parents' hopes. Many parents believe that being culturally flexible and bilingual, especially in English, is a big advantage. Now, let's explain that word flexible. If you are flexible, you can change easily when the situation changes. For example, if you move to a new school, being flexible helps you make new friends.
Right. Parents want their kids to adapt to new cultures and languages. But there are also some negative sides to studying abroad, not just the advantages.
Exactly. It's important to consider both the good and the bad when making such a big decision. Some teenagers go to boarding schools in other countries. These schools are famous for their big reputations, excellent facilities, and small class sizes. Some even almost guarantee entrance to top colleges. Let's pause. Guarantee means to make something certain. If a school guarantees college entrance, it promises you will be accepted.
That's a strong promise, but these schools can be very challenging. Many students feel homesickness. Do you know what that means? Homesickness is the feeling of sadness because you are away from your family and home.
It's a common feeling for students who live far from home. Even though it's hard, parents believe these difficulties are worthwhile, meaning the experience is useful or enjoyable, even if it's not easy.
Yes, they see it as a good trade-off. But these boarding schools are often exclusive communities. Exclusive means they are limited to only a small group of people not everyone can join.
That's right. These schools are not only exclusive, they are also expensive. For example, in the UK, schools like Eton and Harrow can cost up to €58,000 per year. This means only families with a lot of money can usually send their children there.
Because of this, these schools don't really reflect the whole country's population. They are mostly attended by students from wealthy backgrounds.
Let's transition now to talk about university students, because that is a more common experience for people around the world. It's much more common for undergraduates to study at universities in other countries. For example, in 2019, more than 1 million foreign students came to US universities. Most were from China and India. Together, these students added nearly $44 billion to the US economy.
That's a huge number. Living in foreign cities, these students experience new societies more deeply. This helps them learn more than just in the classroom. They often become independent. Now, let's explain. Independent means not controlled by other people. You can make your own decisions.
Becoming independent is a big life skill. It helps students grow more confident and self-motivated, which is useful no matter where you live. Until recently, students who studied abroad often found good jobs when they returned home. For example, in Africa, 65% of company CEOs had studied abroad. In Asia, the number was lower but still significant.
But things are changing. Now, more young people go to university, so just studying abroad is less special. Employers are looking for even higher degrees, like masters or PhDs.
And there's a risk. Studying abroad can be very expensive. Many students finish school with a lot of debt. Debt means the money you owe to a person or a bank. Let's explain. If you borrow money for school, you have debt until you pay it back.
Carrying debt can be stressful, especially if it takes years to pay off. It's something students must really consider before deciding to study abroad.
Another big challenge is adapting to the new atmosphere and curriculum at a foreign university. Adapt means to change the way you act or think in order to suit a new situation. For example, Chinese students in Australia protested about how their country's politics were taught.
Yes, adapting isn't always easy. Different cultures have different ways of teaching. Sometimes it can feel uncomfortable or even unfair to students from other backgrounds.
But learning to adapt is a valuable skill. It helps you succeed in many parts of life, not just at school. Often, students who go abroad don't return home. This is called brain drain. The skills students learn are used in the host country instead of their home country. For example, by 2006, Indians started 13.4% of all tech startups in Silicon Valley.
Some governments, like India's, try to encourage graduates to come home. That way, the country benefits from their knowledge and skills instead of losing them to another country.
This is a big question for many students. Should I stay abroad or go back home and help my own country? Of course, most people still study in their own country. This is called domestic education. Domestic means something in or from one country, not international. For example, going to a university near your home is domestic education.
Domestic education is usually cheaper, helps build local communities, and prepares students for life in their own country. But international education can expand your mind and help you find good jobs around the world.
So, there are real benefits to both choices. It's a personal decision with many things to consider. Now, let's review today's vocabulary. First is flexible, able to change easily. For example, Anna is flexible. She quickly adjusted to her new school.
Next, guarantee, to make something certain. For example, the school guarantees you will learn English. Homesickness means feeling sad because you are away from home, like, he felt homesickness during his first month abroad.
Worthwhile means useful or enjoyable, even if it's hard. Studying abroad is difficult, but worthwhile. Exclusive means limited to a small group. This club is exclusive to members only.
Independent means not controlled by others. She became independent while living alone. Debt is money you owe. After college, he had a lot of debt. Adapt means to change for a new situation. You need to adapt when moving to a new country.
Finally, domestic means from one's own country. She chose a domestic university instead of going abroad. Now it's your turn. Imagine you could study in any country. Would you choose to go abroad or stay in your own country? What would be the biggest challenge or benefit for you? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments or with your friends in English.
Thinking about these questions can help you understand your own goals and dreams. There is no right or wrong answer, just what's best for you.
Thanks for joining us today. Remember, learning English is a journey. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every step brings you closer to your goals.
Keep practicing, stay curious, and don't give up when it's hard. Your English will improve with time and effort. We believe in you.
Here's a quick tip. Try using today's new words in your own sentences. Maybe write a short story or talk to a friend about studying abroad. Until next time, keep exploring English with us.